Hey, players. So I guess Mark Meadows is pulling a Karen, honey. He said he want to speak to the manager. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat because Mark Meadows is trying to backpedal and pussy pop out of turning himself in on Friday in Fulton County. I declare, what a disgrace. Bum 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 bum. So as we know, honey, Mark Meadows is one of the defendants charged in that RICO case in Fulton County, Georgia. And ever since this thing came down, honey, he has been doing everything under the sun to try to backpedal and pussy pop out of this. So right now, he has a couple of motions that are before the court. He has a motion to dismiss the case entirely, and he also has a motion to move the case to federal court. Mark Meadows is arguing that he was acting in his official capacity as Frumpy Dump's chief of staff when he done those things in Fulton County. Now, me personally, I don't think he has a chance in hell in getting this case dismissed or moving it to federal court. But some legal experts have said that Mark Meadows does have a decent argument in this case. But the judge has yet to move on either of those motions. So yesterday, Mark Meadows wrote D.A. Willis and asked her for an extension in turning himself in. Oh, yes, honey. It's true. Mark Meadows' legal defense actually wrote D.A. Willis and asked her for an extension in turning himself in, honey. But District Attorney Willis responded saying that she is not granting any extensions. She said she gave 2 weeks for people to surrender themselves to the court. Your client is no different than any other criminal defendant in this jurisdiction. The 2 weeks was a tremendous courtesy. At 12:30 p.m. on Friday, I shall file warrants in the system. My team has availability to meet to discuss reasonable consent bonds Wednesday and Thursday. Baby, D.A. Willis said, I'm not playing with you. I'm going to issue this habeas corpus if you don't go ahead and turn yourself in expeditiously. So like I said, honey, Mark Meadows is pulling a Karen. He wants to speak to the manager. So he shook a tail feather on down there to the courthouse and filed an emergency motion for immediate removal or for an order prohibiting D.A. Willis from arresting defendant Mark Meadows. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. And within the filing, they actually inserted a copy of D.A. Willis's email and also a copy of their email in response to her saying, hey, you are no different than any other defendant. They say in the email, while I can understand the sentiment behind your assertion that Mr. Meadows is no different than any other criminal defendant in Fulton County, we both know that that is simply not true when it comes to our request. He is the former federal official charged with state law crimes for conduct that occurred while he was serving as the chief of staff to the President of the United States. Under laws and Constitution of the United States, he has a right to remove his case to federal court and ultimately to have the charges against him dismissed under the Supremacy Clause. You and your office surely consider these issues before filing these charges. Then they go on to accuse D.A. Willis of impairing Mark Meadows' rights under federal law because she is refusing to grant him an extension on turning himself in until Monday when his dismissal is heard and also his case on moving this to federal court. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. The heat and the fight is on. Now, Frumpy Dump is the biggest chicken in this roost, and according to him, he's going to turn himself in on Thursday. He's waiting to the very last second. But Mark Meadows is trying to fight this thing tooth and nail. I wonder why that is. Players, put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mo for the Black Accurate News.